What if one night, as you slept soundly in your bed, a stranger crept in through your window? What if he was already standing in the darkness, watching, waiting, and by the time you realized he was there, it was already too late? In the sweltering summers of the fear spread like wildfire across California. People whispered of a killer who struck without warning, leaving behind scenes so brutal they seemed almost satanic. He had no pattern. His victims were young and old, rich and poor, men and women. No one was safe. The police had never seen anything like it. Each attack was more sadistic than the last. And while the city drowned in paranoia, the killer walked among them, flashing a toothy grin, believing he was untouchable. They called him the Night Stalker. Richard Ramirez was born on February 29 in El Paso, Texas. His childhood was marked by violence, abuse, and darkness. His father was a strict, aggressive man, but it was his cousin Mike who shaped him the most. Mike would tell young Richard gruesome war stories, showing him photos of tortured, mutilated bodies. One day, Richard watched as Mike shot his own wife in the face, killing her instantly. Instead of being horrified, Ramirez seemed fascinated. By the time he was a teenager, Richard had turned to drugs, Satanism, and crime. He developed a deep obsession with death and torture, and after moving to Los Angeles, he fully embraced his darkest impulses. Ramirez embarked on a killing spree that paralyzed California with fear. He broke into homes in the dead of night, attacking his victims in the most brutal ways imaginable. He would leave satanic symbols at crime scenes, whispering to his victims about the devil before killing them. As the body count grew, the LAPD launched one of the biggest manhunts in history. Witnesses described a tall, lanky man with rotting teeth, dressed in black, his eyes filled with evil. But Ramirez seemed to slip through their fingers again and again. Then, a crucial mistake. A survivor saw his getaway car and managed to note the license plate. Investigators traced it back to Richard Ramirez. His face was plastered all over the news. And that's when the hunter became the hunted. On August 31, Ramirez walked into a liquor store in East Los Angeles. He saw his own face staring back at him from a stack of newspapers. The people inside recognized him immediately, and as he fled, an entire neighborhood gave chase. Residents cornered him, beating him until the police arrived. The devil-worshipping killer, who once believed he was invincible, was now a bloody, broken man in handcuffs. Ramirez showed no remorse. During his trial, he sneered at the court, flashing a pentagram he had drawn on his palm. He declared, "Hail, Satan," but justice was coming. In 1989, he was convicted of 13 murders, 5 attempted murders, 11 sexual assaults, and 14 burglaries. He was sentenced to death, but he spent over 2 decades on death row before dying of cancer in 2013. Yet, the legend of the Night Stalker still lingers in the shadows. His story is a chilling reminder that sometimes the real monsters don't hide under the bed. Sometimes they walk among us.